My name is Brian Manning. I had a son, Dylan, who was diagnosed with Tay-Sachs disease. So my wife, Sherry, and I diagnosed him in 2003. And our passion then turned to doing whatever we could to advocate for him in his lifetime. And he passed away, unfortunately, in 2006 from Tay-Sachs disease. And we've turned that event and moment in our lives to become an advocate and honor his legacy throughout his entire life. I do believe that if my wife and I would have known about testing, we would have taken that ahead of time. Being not in one of the more predominant carrier populations at the time, we did everything that we could to try to care for Dylan and the diagnosis element of it. But I do think that if we'd have been aware and educated enough, we would have gone for that testing. Oh, it's amazing that there is no family that is protected. No family. I think that, looking at both my wife and I both being raised Catholic and didn't really have the education and the experience around it, we've learned that there are carrier statistics through every different culture throughout the world. So I think the biggest importance around this is that, we do provide the education and make sure that everyone is covered, because no one is immune from this, not any individual. The testing is important to find out if you are carrier. I mean, just for my kids alone, we have gone through testing to understand if they're carriers or not. And my one son, who is 17 years old, is a carrier of Tay-Sachs disease. We know that. He's educated. He's going to educate his future spouse. And from there, he'll understand at least the dynamic around it. And we need to get the message out to these medical professionals and insurance carriers, understanding the importance that there's living proof. Again, Sherry and I are living proof that two people can meet that don't have a necessarily a background that is associated with a particular disease like Tay-Sachs. However, we're living proof that both of us were carriers, and there's our story.